All right, nerds, welcome back to From Ashes to Embers. Again, this is the place where we're done running. This is the place where we are redefining mental health. We are redefining legacy. We are becoming the person that we needed so that we can give that person away. Today, I want to share with you, look, it's a way to use your mind that if you do it within a week, you are going to be able to increase your mental health. You're going to be able to increase your optimism. You're going to increase your positivity. You're going to increase your hope. You're going to be able to do this without medication. You're going to be able to do it in a way that lasts, right? And you're going to be able to do it in a way that gives you more self-respect. Okay, when I talk about meds, I'm talking about prescribed medication. I'm talking about self-induced medication like alcohol, pornography, porn, relationships, just going and having fun, screens, sleeping in, being lazy, self-care, all that. When I talk about more respect, I'm talking about the feeling that you're going to get from like, fuck yeah, dude, we went through that. We did it. Hell yes, let's go. This is very important. The more you listen to me, I'm going to become the voice in your head that this does not have to take as long as they said, and it does not have to be as hard as they said. But it does come down to this moment right here, right here. And so again, today, I'm just going to talk with you and teach you how to use your mind in a very simple way that by this time next week will have increased your mental health, your positivity, your hope, all of it. So that's the what we're going to be talking about. Let me talk about the why. Like, why are we talking about this? The biggest part of the mental health journey is the truth. It's another issue that I have with a lot of what goes on in the mental health space, with what a lot of people are taught, because people want to stay away from saying that there is a truth. Because then, I don't know, for whatever reason, people are just scared of it, all right? And we can't be. There's no answer if there's no truth. Like my phone, the truth is that it needs a certain kind of plug or it won't charge. That's just true. The truth is, if I jump off of a 3-story building onto concrete, I'm going to break my legs or worse. That's just true. If I drive my car until it's empty in the gas tank and then I continue to drive, the truth is I will run out of gas and my car will stop working. It's just true. If I do not drink water or hydrate, I will die. If I do not take care of a wound, it will get infected. It's just true. And we can acknowledge all of these things. We have to get away from the stigma of talking about truth when it comes to mental health, because there are very specific truths. And if you have been part of any mental health program, any clinical side of it, and you feel like confused or lost, you're still not getting it, I promise you it's because of the truth. Like, you know, there are certain things that are true and certain things that are not, and you are just not being taught or shown how to approach life from that standpoint, okay? So again, the biggest part of the mental health journey is the truth. By the way, I'm going to be looking down a little bit here because I've got my notes in front of me. Now, it's not just the truth, right? It's the biggest part of the journey is the truth, but the truth is that the mental health journey on all sides is shaped by this constant battle between right and wrong, between truth and lies, good and evil. Although I don't like always getting that ethereal with things, I do believe that that's true. But look, it's right and wrong and truth and lies. The entire journey of getting through issues, getting through trauma, overcoming pain, rewiring my mind. There is truth and there is lies on every single side of it. And they are battling for your attention. They're battling for your soul. They're battling for your buy-in, all of it. Now, there are things that are generally true and generally false, specifically true, specifically false. Like there's generally good things for humans to do, and then there are specific things for certain humans to do that are good. There are generally bad things for people, and then there are specific bad things for people. There's such a context that can come down to this, in addition to this generality that we just fit under because we're human and because we exist, right? We're not going to go down all of those. There's a very deep theological, esoteric, maybe philosophical conversation. We're not going to go all the way down there. I just am trying to encourage you to open your mind that your battle with mental health is not just versus the problems you have and your current moment. It is between right and wrong. It is between truth and lies. Right? So on all sides, the journey is shaped by truth and lies and the battle they're constantly in together. It is also shaped on all sides by the role that you play. And you can either be a spectator, you can either be a victim, or you can be a gladiator. You can either be the person for your life, watching your life happen and very passive, very detached. You can be the person who is violently involved with your life, with every single detail and every single waking moment, present mind, constantly working, growth mindedness, optimistic, pushing through, trying to thrive. Or you could be the person in your life who looks at everything as a personal attack. They're just victim of circumstances. Right? So on all sides of this journey, we have truth and lies fighting. And on all sides of this journey, we have this constant invitation to be a gladiator, to be a victim, or to be a spectator. To live on purpose, to see everything as an attack or an affront against me personally, or to just be passive and not really make any decisions and not really believe that I have a choice and not really believe that I even have a role to play. It's shaped on all sides, right? And depending on how you see truth and lies, especially when it comes to your mental health, is what will put you into the bucket of specter or spectator, gladiator, or victim. It's not, you can want to be a gladiator, you can want to fight and win, but if you don't look at your life and your mental health journey and your battles and your past and your future in the light of right and wrong and truth and lies, and there's a battle going on here, it doesn't matter how bad you want to be a gladiator. You will either be a spectator or a victim. Again, this is why, like I was saying, it's so important for us to acknowledge that there's truth when it comes to this. So, like I said, if you follow what I'm talking about now, by next week, your mental health will have improved. You're going to feel better. You're going to love yourself more. You're going to respect yourself more. You're going to be more optimistic, okay? And look, I just want to help, which is why I'm sharing this on YouTube for free. Now, the truth, capital all caps THE, the truth, right? It's not your truth. It's not my truth. It's not society's truth. There is the truth. And if we intend on living full lives, on overcoming, on really healing, on doing more for our families and the people that rely on us and breaking cycles so that people don't have to go through what we went through, we really want to make the world a better place. There is the truth. And the foundation of the truth is that you would not be here if your life was not worth living. Here's the truth. Your life is worth living. The truth is that your life matters. There is a grand spiritual, philosophical conversation that we could have around the context of this, but none of that matters if you, brother, if you, sister, do not understand that your life is worth living. That's the truth. That's the truth. If the feelings that you feel that tell you that you're worthless were true, you would not exist. You wouldn't. And the fact that you feel worthless is an indicator that worth is missing. Because if you're worth less, that means you're less worth. That means worth is missing. And in your heart, you know this. In your mind, you know this. This is why you're tormented. You're like, I know I'm supposed to have something here. I know that I'm worth something. I don't know what it is, and I don't feel like I am, and it doesn't seem like I am, and people didn't tell me that I was, and now I'm stuck, and now I'm battling this darkness and this weird, obscure enemy. The fact that you feel worthless shows you that you are worth something. And if you were not worth anything, you would not exist. You wouldn't. So, enough talk. Let's get to work. Okay, so here's what you got to do, right? The fight right and wrong. Okay? Truth and lies battling, and then this constant battle over whether you're going to be a gladiator, a spectator, or a victim. Okay? To win, you need to fight the right way. I have seen a lot of guys who were jacked. They could lift a lot of heavy weight, get their asses handed to them by little dudes who just knew how to grapple, by smaller guys who just knew how to wrestle. It's crazy. You have to know how to fight. That's number one. You can waste your time and your energy swatting at every thought in your mind, every bad emotion, every negative gut sensation that you have, right? You could waste your time. You could swat at it like they're flies or mosquitoes, just trying to get them away. All your energy is going to just go away, just stop. You can waste your time and your energy getting amped up and anxious and angsty and still not change any of your thoughts. Or you can learn how to fight and how to win. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So winning means that you need to fight right. You need to fight correctly. Fighting correctly starts with identifying your enemy. You have to know who your enemy is, right? Which we're talking about mental health. I'm talking about a mental health battle. I am fighting my depression. I'm fighting my insecurities, my shame, my doubt, my fear, my past. I am fighting this sensation that I'm worthless and purposeless. Okay? So to win this fight, I have to first identify my enemy. My enemy is every thought, every emotion that does not agree with the truth. Again, the truth that I exist because I am worthy. I have a life that is worth living. I am worth being here. That's the truth. My life is worth living. So to identify your enemy, you have to take every thought, every emotion, every sensation that does not agree with that. Every desire that does not agree with that is a lie. Okay? Then, so we're going to identify your enemy. Then you got to stand on the truth. And you've got to use it like a weapon. This is how you do that. Every single day for the next week, if you take 5 minutes and you sit down and you get your head clear, you put on some music that moves you, that softens you, that gets you amped up, it doesn't matter. Like, put on music that you like, that helps you focus. And you are going to write out these lies. Greg, you're never going to make it. If you were going to make it, you would have made it by now. The fact that you're still feeling this shows you that you're never going to change. If there was hope for you, you would have found it already. If you were really going to change, you would not still feel like this. And on and on and on. Those were my personal ones. Those are ones that I've battled for a very long time, and I still battle. And I battle them this way, which helps me win. Okay? You're going to write all of that down. You're going to let the emotions come up. You're going to let the feelings of that come up. Okay? And then you're going to put it into a sentence like this. I feel, think, believe blank, but that cannot be true because my life is worth living. Okay? I, Greg, feel like if I was going to make it, I would have made it by now. That makes me feel weak and small and worthless, but that cannot be true because my life is worth living. I feel like no one loves me, but that cannot be true because my life is worth living. I feel like I'm always going to fuck shit up, but that cannot be true because my life is worth living. I feel like what was done to me is going to haunt me horrifically for the rest of my life and I will never find peace, but that cannot be true because my life is worth living. Do you see what I'm doing? We identified the enemy. And again, the enemy is anything that does not agree with the truth that your life is worth living. Okay? We're going to list out that enemy. We're going to put him in the light. We're going to put his name on paper. We're going to put him in our crosshairs. And then we are going to structure this sentence. And you're going to write down and verbalize this sentence. Okay? And you can do it easy. Like at the very top, I feel, think, believe, and then bullet point. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm worthless. I'm going nowhere. And then down at the very bottom, but that cannot be true because my life is worth living. And then just at the top, I think, read the bullet point, go to the bottom because my life is worth living. I believe, read the problem, go to the bottom because my life is worth living. I promise you, 5 minutes a day. Help me help you. Take what I am trying to teach you, please. For your sake, for the sake of your family, for the sake of the people that need you. Look, if you do this, not only are you going to feel better about yourself, respect yourself more for doing the hard thing, for doing the right thing, you are also going to give away more love, more power, more strength for the people who love you, the people who need you, which means you're starting to break this cycle, which means you're not just passing your pain on to somebody else. You're making a difference. Now, I'll tell you, as simple as this is and as easy as this is, most people don't do it. They just don't. I don't know why. But if you're a leader like me, if you know that your life is important and you're sick of feeling like it's not like me, do this and then comment down below. Let me know how amazing this was for you. I'll talk to you guys soon.